Hello. In this episode of Aswatona podcast, you will get to meet Munsif Mansouri. Munsif is a podcast producer from Libya who reveals in podcasting the meaning of telling stories. Let's hear more about that.
I'm Munsif Mansouri from Benghazi, Libya. I was a child who loves reading, who loves those things like reading, watching television, playing with computers. I was in love with media. And that's what happened when I get old. I went to the college, I studied media, and I graduated from media, and I start working in the field of media after in 2016. I start with editing and television, then presenting in radio, then years after years, I start with the podcast, and after years, I start making filming some reports. So today I'm content producer, filming and editing and writing scripts. From 5 years, I was taking magazines or kids magazine, and I took them to the any person who came to our house and told them please read me this story. So all people know that from the beginning. Who came to us, we know Munsif gonna do that. The people in Libya, we thought before we thought it's better to be to study engineering or medicine. It's the best thing for a guy or even for everybody. Then I said all people going to two routes, there's medicine and engineering. Why I'm going alone in media? In the high school, I studied medicine. It's all about medicine. Then in the first year of university, I studied medicine again. But at that year in 2011, the revolution came. So here we stopped studying. Actually, we didn't do even the exams. So after months, they told us we're gonna start again from the beginning in the university. So here I felt I need to think it's my time if I want to change, because I didn't study medicine in the university. They're gonna start again. So this is my time if I want to change, if I want to do something that I want. And there was really adore media. So here I decided I'm going alone, I'm going to media. And I remember when I went to the college, there is a few people. There is not a lot people now, media now. It's you're gonna find a lot of people in the media. But in that time, as I told you, all people thought about medicine and engineering. So this is it was a point changed my life and changed my career actually. So if I didn't do that, maybe now we didn't meet. When I was a child, I liked to hear stories about people. And I remember my grandmother when she tell me that story again and again and again, and every time I love to hear it. So those when I get old and when I start making my podcast, I thought about these stories of people, inspiration stories. At the same time, what people facing. I mean like me, when I talked about my study, I changed and why I choose medicine while I don't like it. I've never thought I'm gonna be a doctor, but I choose it. Why? So I felt a lot of people, they have stories, not same as me, but many stories, facing many problems. So I felt I need to do something to hear about them, to hear about those stories. Maybe a story I don't know about it, but I'd love to hear it. And not just to hear it, to let the other hear with me. So the people start knowing, I feel the people start knowing podcast, and they watching and they know the presenter, they know how they talk. So they even when they saw other guy or other girl, she talked the same, they said she's doing the same as the podcasts we hear like last week or last year. So I feel like the podcasts is it changed than before. Like now people they love to hear, not like before, like it was like something new. It was like we feel like it's the same as the radio. What's the difference? But now I feel like no, there is a lot of people they love to hear. Same as me too. Like I start like listening. Sometimes I see like people like talking about like a podcast episode. They said like they bring a doctor and she talk about blah blah blah. I feel like I want to hear about that. And yes, I start listening while I'm in the gym, or so I feel like sometimes people like help me to listen to something in podcast. Like when you start you don't have even like experience. You can't like show them what you did, so they can like say you can do with us interview or something. So at the beginning it was like little bits, you need to be like little bit strong to show your ideas, to talk to blah 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 until the other like they believe in you. And if they believe in you, they can work with you. But a year after year, and after I did like many like work, I felt it's easier like to talk to someone and tell them like I want to do interview. Like he know your work, or sometimes you show them what you did, and sometimes for me it happens like some people like talk with me, like they tell me like we want you to do interview with us, like we saw like your interview with the writer or with the person. Then they tell me like we love the interview, and if you want to do interview with us, we will be in, like, of course. So I feel like year after year and your work and your experience, that helps a lot to make like more interviews, to let other people come to you. In Libya, I think the interview style, they love interview style a lot. I was kind of person who loved to script everything, to write everything, like to know what I'm gonna say. I don't like to I know like there is a lot of people they love to do that, but for me it was hard to like just talk. No, I want to say something. I want main point to talk on it, not like just to talk then I change like so I was more with a scripted style, and at the same time, as I told you, with the interview style. So I felt like, but in Libya it's now more popular is the interview style. Thank you.